Gadget addiction and its effect on our daily lives. Gadgets, especially mobile phones or smartphones, has been an important part of our lives, specifically in this generation where gadgets were already developed. As we wake up in the morning until we sleep at night, the thing that we always carry around is our gadgets. We spend most of our day with it, and for others, it is nearly impossible to live without it. Truly, gadgets have brought many advantages and uses into our lives. We use it for work and to study. It helps us to connect and communicate to our loved ones or even to strangers all over the world easily and instantly. It keeps us updated and informed of the latest news and issues nowadays. Aside from that, it has the perfect way to kill our time, such as social medias, digital games, gambling, and even shopping online. It is a sign that our world is slowly evolving and developing to become more advanced. But as we live our lives with it, we tend to forget our limitations. We spend too much time with it that we forget the real-life personal setup. Many people fall too hard to the beauty of gadgets that they can't bear to be apart with it. And this situation is really alarming and should be given attention and actions. In a survey conducted by bankmysal.com, 80% of smartphone users check their phone within 1 hour of waking up or going to sleep, and 35% of which will do within 5 minutes. And the average time smartphones users check their phones is 47 times a day, or 17,155 times a year. Isn't this number truly big? Like, it's just a couple of people who were surveyed, and it is only for smartphone users. Yet, this is the data gathered. How much more if we deeply assess each of those who have smartphones? There is even already a phobia for someone who have fear of losing his or her phone. It is called nomophobia, or a short term for no mobile phobia. This is a modern phobia, certainly caused of our too much reliance on technology. That being apart from it makes us anxious. Or as we simplify it, it is an addiction on gadgets or to our phones. Gadget addiction isn't just a simple kind of thing. It could bring a lot of impact on us and our daily selves or daily lives. It is a growing concern that we must resolve, as this does not just affect our mental health, but also our whole being. But what does its negative effect to us and into our daily lives? What does it really bring to us that we must apprehend? Here are some of it. First, it affects our physical health. It might seem to be a joke for others, but yes, gadget addictions could affect our physical health. Most of teens or children nowadays, or even young adults, spends too much time on their gadgets, playing games, scrolling through social medias, and watching videos all days that they forgot doing something really productive. It is now really rare to see children playing outside of their homes and sweating. Young adults spend their day on their phones and forget to move their body and do even some small physical activities. Thus, they develop weaker body than that even a small walk could be tiring for them. Another thing is the food intake. Usually taking unhealthy snacks are more convenient for them than to eat a full meal, which is really bad for our health as we need nutrients to supply our body. Therefore, their immune system might be weaker than others and they could catch diseases or illness easily. Another thing is that we could develop conditions such as visual-related and hearing-related conditions. The too much screen time could affect our eyesight and might cause cases such as myopia or nearsightedness that would require us to wear eyewears that could help us to see better, which is really bothersome. Also, many gadget users use headphones or earphones in listening music and listen to high volumes in a long duration of time. This activity could damage our earbuds that affects our hearing capability. Also, illness such as headaches, ulcer, and many more could be experienced because of the undisciplined use of gadgets. The second one is social media issues. Gadget comes along with social media in where we could be able to communicate and interact with different people, may it be our real-life friends, family, or strangers. With this, many things could possibly happen. Teenagers or kids might try things they saw in social media just out of curiosity. And of course, cyberbullying is an event that might happen because of our too much improper use of social media, and we may become a victim or the suspect. An example situation is a girl meeting a stranger online and having a relationship with that person without even meeting him personally. And because we could see some relationship that starts online, the girl trusts so much until this guy asked for some revealing photos. Then the guy spilled it on social media. This event would form a ruckus on the internet that could lead the girl to be bashed and bullied online. This event could lead a big impact to the girl's life just because of her risky actions. This could also lead her into depressions and anxiety. Another example is us posting some issues on our social media accounts. Because of our emotions, we did not think of the possible outcome of our actions and we rely on social media too much, thinking that doing it might ease our emotions. This then causes into a bigger problem, as many people gives their comment into your post, and the problem might get worse. Next, we have mental health issues. Having gadget addiction could lead to many mental problems such as anxiety, depression, and trust issues. There are many factors why we could get those mental illness. One of it is the influence of gadgets in our lives, especially social media. We could be involved on social media issues that might cause us to suffer this illness. Also, because we are too attached to our gadgets, we feel anxious and have some anger issues whenever we have trouble on finding it, or when there is no internet, or even when we need to recharge its battery. Mental illness will never be great, as it could affect every aspect of our lives. Next is sleeping disorders. Usually those who are addicted to gadgets stays late at night or even don't sleep at all at night. With this, they might experience sleeping disorders and affect their health as they don't have proper rest and a permanent sleeping pattern. And lastly, we have relationship issues. Truly, through gadgets, we could connect to people and even find new friends. But sometimes, we forget about the people around us, our real-life friends, and our family. Even though we say we spend time with them, still most of those who have gadgets couldn't resist checking their phones out. We fall too much into online world and forget that we have life offline. This could damage both our social and personal relationships and might even cause some misunderstanding. And even we could feel lesser connections towards each other. Also, Jean Twenge, author of iGen, Why Today's Super Connected Kids Are Growing Up Less Rebellious, More Tolerant, Less Happy, and Completely Unprepared for Adulthood, said that Social media advertises itself as increasing our connections to each other. But several studies shows that people who spend more time on social media are actually more lonely, not less. With this, we shall assess ourselves as we might miss something we would regret. These were just some negative effects that we could get if we became addicted to social media. Indeed, gadgets makes our life easier as it could do so many things, but it could also harm us. To parents, yes, it is great to have our children explore technology at a young age, but always set limitations. And to adults, I hope that you know your limitations and know how to responsibly use this beautiful technology developed to help us. That would be all. Thank you.